you're going to have to go through those withdrawals, but you can still have that special moment in the morning, which I think coffee is like for a lot of people. It's kind of like that's what you looked forward to.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That's what it is. Welcome back to the Harley and Malarkey Podcast. Boom, 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 boom. Like if we had a theme song or something like that.
Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
That was great. I think you should be doing the intros. So what you're dying to talk about this week is...
It's love. It's all about love.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think so. No, it was about quitting caffeine and the miraculous impact it's had on your life. And you are so inspired by it that I...
What is this podcast about?
Quitting caffeine?
I know. It's crazy.
You're so inspired by it and you talk about it so much that I was like, well, maybe I should fucking quit caffeine too. So I haven't had any
yeah. The first like 4 days, 5 days, not really fucking cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm like on day like 7 or 8 right now. I have new wings, right? Red Bull does not give you wings. It kills you, my friends.
It does.
Okay, so let's just give a backstory here.
Okay.
I grew up drinking coffee, right? I have made coffee part of my program probably since I was 18 years old, right?
Okay.
Never would have said I'm a coffee connoisseur, right? I drink black coffee, right? I use it as fuel. I love Americanos in the morning. We have an espresso machine. You hear it grind every morning. Pop, pop, pop. I love that thing, right? And then as a restaurateur chef, it's not just coffee in the morning. Then you do your afternoon coffee. And when that little 4 o'clock kind of lull hits, your blood sugar gets low, you jack yourself back up. When you're in a restaurant, we got espresso machines at our disposal. We got drip coffee. And you pound coffee all night long. And then when I was a younger chef, it wasn't just coffee that gave us caffeine. It was obviously Red Bulls. We were doing cocaine, no dose. We were doing these pain aids. Oh, the pain aids were legit.
What's
right?
that?
So all restaurants are required to have a medical cabinet. And then we found out the dosage of caffeine in the pain aids. Oh, man, you couldn't keep that shit in stock, man. We were dealing in pain aids. I love coffee ice cream. I just love coffee when you travel. I mean, I just love different cultures of coffee and French press. And, I'm a purist. I don't like any kind of, fluffy coffee drinks, but every corner there's a coffee shop. There's coffee. It's the biggest thing in the world. And I just had a little surgery. I'm not sure you're aware of that. We'll talk about that at a different time here. Okay. But I was like, I needed to remain calm.
Yeah.
And so I thought to myself, what a great opportunity to get hooked on painkillers and get off coffee.
Yep.
So I gave myself like a 3-day like total painkiller I was fear and loathing in the pharmacy.
Yeah, he's like, aren't you so proud of me? I haven't had coffee in 4 days. I'm like, well, you're high as a fucking kite. So not that impressed, honestly.
Well, I'm scared of surgery and scared of needles and stuff like that. So in order to have this little surgery, I did tell you I was going to turn into...
He said for 2 days. It lasted for about 5, but...
Yeah,
we shut it down.
I got that monkey off my back.
One pain pill left,
One pain pill. I think is there one? Oh, there is one left. You kept the one good one in case like I ever severed my arm. Like just give me that pain pill. As much as I thought I would enjoy being completely whacked on pain pills, it kind of is exhaustingly boring after a while too.
Yeah, I was over it.
It's just a nice warm blanket.
By the last day, I was like making fun of you. Like you were like you spilled coffee all over yourself. A decaf coffee.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
At the bunny store.
Oh, because that was my first decaf coffee. So as a chef and a restaurant professional here, I make fun of people who drink decaf coffee. All right. I'm like, what a wimp. You can't handle your caffeine. I frown so hard on people who drink decaf. And I was like, oh, I just like the taste. I just want to enjoy my coffee. And then I cold turkeyed it for like 4 days, right?
Yeah.
I was grumpy, but we could just allot that to just me being locked up in a house, surgery, no sex, and just feeling, cooped up. But I made it through the no coffee thing, high on pain pills, obviously. So probably not the best way to quit. And then about day 6, is when we went to the coffee shop that had the bunnies. I mean, it had bunnies.
It's pretty damn cute. I think it's called Grange in Solana Beach.
Grange in Solana Beach. This is marketing genius at its best. I was blown away. This coffee shop is packed. I bet they have 40 little bunnies, tiny little ones, different size ones, and you have to pay to play with the bunny.
Yeah.
Right? There's like its own little register over by the bunnies, and you can drink your coffee. People are just holding their bunny, and then you could go in with the bunnies if you put on the little mesh booty so you didn't get the bunnies dirty, you know? And then they were selling coffee, and it was packed, and it was like the nicest looking people I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh, where are the shiny, happy people with their bunnies? I ordered a decaf coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I was dying to try decaf coffee, and they accidentally, you asked, is it decaf?
It didn't say decaf on the cup. And so I said, hey, is this decaf?
So they were trying to bring me back into the secret society of coffee. Like they're like, nobody.
And he was weak. He was going to drink it.
I was like, oh, maybe this is a sign from God.
And I was like, no.
That I'm supposed to drink coffee. And I was like, you shouldn't throw it away. It's a damn shame.
I've been wanting Brian to quit coffee for a long time because I could tell what it was doing to you. He starts his day, so we bought the same espresso machine for our dear friends for their wedding gift. And the first morning that our friend Allison made herself a cup of coffee in it, she's like, holy shit, this coffee is fucking crack. And she's like, I always make myself a double shot latte. Like, I feel like I am fucking high on drugs right now. Like, this is crazy. I'm like, yeah, it's so strong. So just to give you the concept of what Brian considers 1 cup of coffee is the equivalent already to 2 cups of coffee. Like, what you're drinking is crazy strong. And he starts his morning, like, the first thing he does when he gets out of bed is he walks to that coffee machine. And then he probably has 3 of those double cups of coffee.
Over the next 3 hours, probably.
It takes you 3 hours to drink 3 coffees?
4 hours, yeah.
But he's so jacked on caffeine that he's like running a million miles an hour, lighting everybody up, wondering why everybody else is not also operating at lightning speed, and has no desire for food because he's so high on caffeine and just goes. And then at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., depends on the day, he crashes every single day.
I think it's like everybody in the world crashes at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, they don't. A
little blood sugar.
I never do.
So I was realizing that coffee, because obviously I have quit drinking, right? So I have a very addictive personality.
You do. Yeah. I saw it with the pain pills. I was like, I'm counting these. I am counting these.
Yeah, I had fun. But I got it. Look at this. Swept that.
But
thing.
He's good. He can shut it down.
So yeah, I got it. I got off the pain pills. I'm not really a pain pill kind of guy. For a couple of days, it was fun. But when I shoot TV, I'm known as black coffee. Black coffee. Just keep bringing me black coffee because you shoot and you have to be up and alert and like smiling for hours and hours and hours a day.
Yeah.
I'm just black coffee, and I just grind myself. And because I have these big veneers on my teeth, I'm not ever worried about like my teeth changing colors.
Yeah.
Because this shit is like what you use to make your toilet, you know, and there's some white porcelain I got here.
I do envy that because I love coffee, but I don't drink it to keep my teeth white.
You have beautiful teeth.
Oh, thanks. I did drink some decaf this morning though.
So anywho, I have this decaf and I'm like, oh my God, decaf at the bunny house, right? And I'm like, it's so damn good. And I'm like, I love my morning with my little coffee, right? I'm going to explore decaf. So I went to the grocery store and I looked at all those beautiful coffees with all those great labels and all those great origins. Because like when I drink Costa Rican, I pretend I'm in Costa Rica for a split second, or I'm in Brazil, or I'm in Kona, Hawaii, or Vietnam, or wherever, you know?
Yeah.
And it's fun. That batch of coffee is where I'm traveling to. And you know what?
What?
No respect for the decaf coffee, right? I found 2 decaf beans, right? And I'm like, damn, we are so committed to this addiction. And I started thinking, because now I'm like, I'm trying to check off addictions that I'm trying to get rid of. I mean, I got off the pain pills now, now I got off the liquor, and now I'm like, coffee, like what does coffee do for me? And I started really thinking about it. I was like, I said this last night, and I say this wrong, but I was drowning.
Drowning.
Let's all disagree on this, or just agree to disagree here. I'm from Little Bend, Oregon, and we call it. I think I say drowning. There's
only one D.
I was drowning in dehydration. Drowning Drowning is such a weird word. It should have a D. We're rewriting this shit. So I was drowning. We'll just say it like that so I can say it. Drowning in dehydration because I would dehydrate myself so much that I would drink so much water all day long, constantly bathroom. Like I am notoriously known as the guy that just constantly has to go to the restroom. And it was because all that caffeine.
Oh, have you not had to pee so much?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing.
His bladder like drives me nuts. I'm like, oh my God. It's like seriously every fucking like 25 minutes. I really have to pee. I really have to pee.
Like I have to drive with a bottle in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like an old truck driver. You know?
Well, what coffee does is it depletes your minerals as well as your water. And so you just like don't hold on to water very well. So then when you drink water, it just flows right through you unless you are adding electrolytes to your water. So if you're not ready to quit caffeine, you should be adding minerals or electrolytes back to your water to help you hydrate. But I do give Brian minerals and all those things. And just the amount of coffee he was drinking, it's hard to keep up. It's hard to stay hydrated. I think for every cup of coffee you drink, you're supposed to add an extra cup of like water plus your normal amount of water throughout the day.
So that's like all the water in the world.
But
right?
You can also actually drown yourself. Did you guys know this? From drinking too much pure water without electrolytes in it. I forget what it's called, but it happens to people.
It's called bullshit?
No, seriously. They're like marathon runners.
I looked it up. It's called bullshit.
No, you can internally drown yourself by drinking too much water.
Bullshit.
No, it's
bullshit.
It's
bullshit.
true. It's actually a thing
bullshit.
Like happen to people.
Bullshit.
Do you ever think like, oh my gosh, I am so annoying?
I don't think you're very annoying. I think you're lovely. I learned something there, and I forgot something there too. So I was drowning in dehydration, and so
do you guys just think like, wow, this is like one of the most patient women I've ever seen in my whole life when you watch us together on a podcast?
Yeah, they probably do. Okay, I'm just this is my moment. I'm on my soapbox, right? Don't know what that means. So I noticed day 6, day 7. I'm like not even craving water, right? And like I love sparkling water. There's another addiction we got to worry about. And I'm starting just to drink a couple glasses of water a day. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I realized that Miles and I went and played some bean bags and some ping pong at the dentist yesterday. And my hand-eye coordination was so legit because I didn't have the jitteries. And I started thinking about things. I was going, what does coffee do for me? It jacks my shit up.
Yeah.
It gives me, and I'm already somebody that's running way too fucking hot.
Way too hot.
Way too fucking hot. And all of a sudden, I'm spinning out, right? I'm like spinning out. And then I'm thinking, what does coffee do for everybody? Everybody sits around and gets jacked up. And it's just slightly an uncomfortable feeling. And you think that coffee is giving you energy, but it's actually giving you a giant roller coaster of energy and emotions. Because tell us a little bit about caffeine, doctor.
Yeah. Well, one, I mean, I just think about how caffeine and alcohol are the two completely sanctioned drugs by society. Like it's the drug that nobody judges you for taking, but it's completely a drug and it's like a psychoactive drug.
You hear that, guys? It's a fucking drug. You're doing drugs.
And it has a strong impact on your mood. Like, yeah, it does lift you up in the morning a little bit to do some caffeine, but then it comes with a crash. Everything that goes up must come down. And you're kind of putting yourself on this roller coaster, especially when you're drinking coffee on an empty stomach. It shoots up your cortisol hormone in the morning, higher than it should be. And then you have this crash later in the day. And caffeine has a half-life of like 12 hours, I think. So it takes 24 hours for caffeine to completely leave your system. So if you're a daily coffee drinker, essentially you have caffeine in your system 24 hours a day. And how could that not impact like your quality of sleep? And how could that not impact your kind of mood stability and your energy levels? Like you're constantly having this drug in your body. And there are like studies that caffeine can be good for you. It can be good for certain things. But I think for a lot of people, we just don't even question it because it's just such a part of our society. And for a lot of people, I don't think caffeine is probably making a positive impact in their life.
You're on the tit, people. You're on the tit of commerce is all it is. And I grab those tits and I just suck them my whole fucking life. I love those titties so much. But the reality of it is we're all fucking addicted to caffeine.
And it's truly an addiction. Like if you decide to stop drinking caffeine.
Right now, half of you are going, fuck that, I'll never stop drinking coffee, because that's how much you fucking love it.
And if you do stop, you get a headache. Like if you decide, I'm not going to have my caffeine even until noon the next day, you're going to start getting a headache around like 9 o'clock in the morning because your body has a physical addiction to caffeine.
Fucking physical. That's why they're everywhere. There's so many fucking coffee shops. Like, I'm like, how do you guys even make money? And like, I went to all of them. I was there. So anyway.
Well, I'll just share about my caffeine journey a little bit.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah. So I don't really drink coffee, one, because I try to keep my teeth white, and two, because I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. And so I've been a matcha drinker for years. Brian has no idea the like green shit that I drink every morning.
Stuck in the glassware. It's hard to get out in the dish. All the young kids think it's so fucking cool. My kids think matcha's the thing.
I mean, I love matcha, and it definitely does make a difference because it has L-theanine in there, which is this calming amino acid that you can take also with coffee to lessen your kind of caffeine spike. But I do still notice that, like, especially if I have it on an empty stomach, and an empty stomach, I put collagen in there, I put almond milk in there, so it's not even empty stomach. Like, I get anxious after I drink it. Like, I do kind of enjoy the feeling, but it is a sense of anxiety. And so lately I'm like, okay, before...
It's low-grade cocaine, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get that wound up, like, like feeling, and your brain's racing, and it's hard to, like, I think I'm looking for peace.
Yeah, me too. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself every morning? And it's because I love the ritual so much. Like, I love going to put together my little concoction and then coming back to bed usually is what I do. And I read for like 30 minutes.
And the smell.
Yeah. And it's just like a really wonderful ritual. But then I realized the other morning I just had a regular cup of tea that didn't have any caffeine in it. And I was like, just a hot beverage is a nice ritual. This morning I decided to try some decaf coffee, and I put my collagen and I frothed my milk. And I was like, this is great too. So I think for a lot of us, like if you can replace the ritual with something else, you're going to have to go through those withdrawals, but you can still have that special moment in the morning, which I think coffee is, like, for a lot of people. It's kind of like that's what you looked forward to.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That's what it is.
Yeah. So I do think if you're not fully ready to give up caffeine, like switching to something like tea I never really noticed those big crashes with myself, but I did go and get some testing done at the doctor. And my cortisol rhythms were totally out of whack. And my cortisol was spiking at the wrong times. And my stress hormones weren't where they should be. And so I probably should have given up coffee a while ago. And I think for women, like one of the worst things that you can do is have coffee on an empty stomach. Because when you're spiking your cortisol, you're throwing off every other hormone in your body. And women's hormones are so delicate and so sensitive. And if you have any hormonal issues, like one of the first things that you should be doing is getting off caffeine. So Brian somehow is actually the one to quit caffeine first and inspire me. But I'm very excited to see what this is going to do for like my hormone health, my sleep, my anxiety, which have all gotten so much better since getting off coffee and getting on matcha. But I think I have one more level to unlock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So here, no, that's beautiful. I love you. Thank you.
Who knows if you heard a word I said.
I heard it all. And now I'm committed to trying to focus better on conversations, right? Yeah. Because my brain is not racing so much. And now I'm fucking still programmed wrong. We're like 8 days into this, right? Like this isn't over. But I just realized that I actually have, this is horrible and scary, so beware world, I have more fucking energy now off of caffeine because now I don't have those highs and lows and I don't have the crash in the afternoon. And unfortunately, now I don't sleep as much because I don't exhaust myself. So I need to, because I haven't been able to exercise because but once I can get into a better routine of health, right? So not only have I balanced my water, calmed my nerves, made myself, I've actually have a more high balance of energy all fucking day long because I'm not just chasing my tail, chasing the dragon.
Yeah.
Chasing the dragon. And you know who probably chases the dragon more than anyone is the people who drink too much alcohol the night before. You're like, oh God, I drank too much. I need some coffee. Right? And it's just like, you're just chasing it and chasing it.
It's a fucking legal speedball.
It's a fucking legal speedball. John Belushi's gonna die from this shit.
But they have done studies on drinking caffeine and alcohol, and they've shown that people who drink more caffeine drink more alcohol. And it makes sense because when you have a lot of caffeine in your system, you need more alcohol to feel the alcohol. And so, yeah, it's this crazy legal speedball that we all sanction as a society that's like not good for most people.
Craziness. And yes, I fucking love coffee and I'm not going to give it up. So I went and got some decaf, and I'm probably going to go online and find some nicer decaf coffee because it wasn't like I had to blow the dust off the top of it and shit because nobody bought the fucking decaf, right? I will not make fun of people for ordering decaf anymore. It's not just for old people, my friend.
You used to make fun of me because I if I get a latte, I get it decaf because I just normally drink.
I mean, what the fuck? Why the fuck have you been doing that?
Customer used
what
to
the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And now, because exactly what you said, it's that ritual in the morning. I have 2 decafs, and I've been doing it for about 3 days now. In the morning, I just smell it. I'm like really honed in on it. I'm like, I'm here. I smell it. I love it. I just drink it. And then I'm bored because I'm not having that addictive nature where it's going, oh, you should get another one. Right? I have 2 over the course of the morning. They're really fun. I get the flavor I'm looking for. I get the smell I'm looking for. I get the ritual. And then I'm seriously balanced 8 days later, and I'm super excited to see where this journey takes me. And now it sounds like you with me.
Yeah.
Right? Like
he's so excited about it. He's like, this is what we have to do a podcast on. I'm like, you sound like an alcoholic who's like 7 days sober and wants to tell the world.
I got tokens and everything. If anybody wants to come to my, what is that? Coffee's Anonymous.
But he is going to New York next week, and you're going to have to be up early on your body's time, and you're going to be filming all day. So that'll be a big test. And now we get to hold you accountable to our listeners here.
Oh, you know what? It's so funny that like when I quit drinking alcohol, it was just like fucking done. Like I never want to quit anything. And then when I do it, I'm just like gone. I'm black and white on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm very black and white on most things.
Yeah, you are. You're not really a moderation kind of guy. Like if he has a bite of ice cream, like then usually half the pint is gone.
Fuck yeah. But I seriously, my appetite's even more stable.
Yeah,
right?
Of course, because it's like you can listen to your body again. Like when you're on drugs, you are masking your body's natural signals. Caffeine is a drug. It's masking your natural hunger signal. And so you're not eating all day. And then all of a sudden it wears off and you're fucking starving.
You eat like candy, you eat chips, you eat whatever you can find because you're starving to death.
Yeah, it gives you an opportunity to be more in tune with your body, more in touch with yourself because you're not putting something artificial in your body to change your energy levels. And I think a lot of people need to make changes in their lives, and they can kind of delude themselves into thinking that they don't because they pump themselves up full of caffeine all day and then they relax themselves with alcohol at night and they're like, oh, I'm doing just fine. Whereas if they got off these things, they could probably see more clearly in the mirror like changes that they need to make.
I'm just, so surprised that more people aren't recognizing this. Like, I'm just
you didn't recognize it for 50 years of your life.
50,
I mean,
50.
20, 30.
Yeah, it's crazy that so many people are agitating themselves, making themselves uncomfortable. So anxiety is one of our biggest problems in our world right now, and that is just turning up the anxiety levels to the highest thing, right?
Yeah, if you have anxiety and you drink
caffeine
every day, I mean, it's dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's dumb. It was cute. He got up and journaled this morning, which, I've been asking him to journal forever, and I don't know if
that's a whole other podcast.
Okay.
It's so good. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
No, it's so good. Okay, so I took some notes, and I never take notes for podcasts. I was driving, and I was writing and texting and listening to music and throwing shit out the window. So I'm just doing a little checklist, right? So I quit drinking alcohol. I am committed to not drinking caffeine just so I have balance of my body and my mind in my life. But I will continue to drink decaf coffee. And if somebody snickers at me in line at a coffee shop, I'm going to be a preacher. I'm going to say, what you doing? You're the one sucking the devil's dick. That's what I'll say. That's what I will say to them. You cannot take that back. But I was like going, what other addictions am I keeping? Like, I got some addictions I'm keeping, right?
Yeah.
So here's my little list.
Okay.
I am addicted to work, and I motherfucking love it. Dude. I love work. And that's an addiction. As long as I can be present with my beautiful girlfriend, my children, people around me, because sometimes I'm like, I'm working. I'm actually all the time. I'm like, I'm working. I'm going to try to balance that. But work addiction to me is a good thing.
Okay.
I am addicted to sex.
I knew you were going to say that.
I am addicted to sex. It is the greatest thing. And I'm telling you.
With me.
With just you, of course. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not like I'm not an alley cat, like walking around the neighborhood, like sticking my dick in the hole, you know what I'm saying? But I love sex.
Yeah.
And because I am sober and now caffeine free and in love, it is the greatest
joy
of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it beats work. It certainly beats work. All right. It beats everything. And I'm just so sad that not a lot of people are having enough sex, because why wouldn't you? Is there something you'd rather do? You're like, sometimes you're like, oh, it's a little work. We got to kind of get in the mood, like turn each other on a little bit, like, nah. But trust me, when you're in it and doing it, you're like, this was a fucking good idea, right? You're like, God damn, I am so happy. And then when the fireworks go off at the end and everyone's fucking happy, and you're like high-fiving, you're like, woo, what a day, right? Okay. And I'm addicted to love. I'm addicted to love. All right. I want to love. I want to believe the world wants love. I want to believe in love. I am in love. I love my children, my family, my friends. I love my work. I love a lot of things. I just want more love in life, right? I see a lot of the youth and they're just miserable and sad and that. And I'm like, dude, there's got to be something in life that love, something to have passion. So focus on your passion and be addicted to fucking love. Because I'm just a love machine. Oh, and of course, family. I am addicted to family. And sometimes it's like a bad drug. Not gonna lie. We have good days and we have some bad days. There are sunshines and rainbows and thunderstorms too. But it is your family. And I'm having a very big learning curve in that because of sobriety, clear mind, and the wanting to be a better father, partner, a son. Those are the things I have to do a little rehab for, to be honest.
Look within.
A little look within, but I am really working on making that a great addiction in my life.
I love that. You really shone today. You shined like a diamond.
That's so good. We did a lot of lyric quotes today, so that was good. Addicted to love is mine.
I got it.
Thank you for letting me share. I'm just a love machine. Best part of waking up is falling. Just look at this. This can be yours.
Follow us on iTunes or Spotify or YouTube. Leave us a rating and review. We love it. Send us in questions.
Yeah, I dare you to.